Are you ready to unlock the secret of living a life of strength, balance, and longevity? I'm Anita Terlizzi, and I have helped hundreds of men and women transform their lives by placing their health and wellness as a priority. I am a certified personal trainer, founder of Thrive 55, and your host of the Made to Thrive podcast, where health experts from around the globe join us as we dive deep into topics that help us age gracefully and stronger than ever. This is where we take back our lives, friends. This is where we learn to embrace and celebrate this new normal we call middle age. I call this our second act. We have so much living to do, so let's not waste any more time. We weren't made to just survive these years of our lives. We were made to thrive. Hello, friends. Welcome to Made to Thrive podcast. I am your host, Anita Terlizzi, and this is our very first podcast. Yes, along with a lot of other firsts in my life, podcast host is now one of them. Super fun, and I'm so happy to be here. So, who am I? Why am I doing this? And what can you expect? Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Anita, and I am the wife of Michael Terlizzi, and we have been married for almost 30 years. We have 3 adult children, and one just recently got married, so I guess I have 4 adult children. I was born and raised in the suburbs of Chicago and now live in sunny Arizona. So, my journey after college and before kids, I worked in TV advertising. I left the corporate world to raise my 3 kids. And when I turned 40 and kids were in school full time, I wanted to go back to work. And it needed to be something I was passionate about and still be at home for kids when they came home. So, like many of us, we reinvent ourselves. So, let me first just give a big shout out to anyone who has the courage to make a shift and career change. It is a nerve-wracking but super exciting feeling to put yourself out there, take the risk and go for it. So I applaud you. It's not always easy, but it is so rewarding. So keep going. So back to reinventing myself. I asked myself, what do I love? What interests me? What would be worth doing? And so I thought, gosh, I love health and fitness. I love working with women. I love being around women. I love helping people feel their best selves. And so, how about a personal trainer? And so it began. So let me just say that it was not in my comfort zone to just go for that. I had that little voice in my head saying I wasn't good enough, no one would come, but I prayed a lot and I told people who I was close to, by the way, that is a huge part of moving forward with a plan. Tell someone you're doing it. And so then I just kept doing the next thing to accomplish my goal. So remember, I had small kids at home. I had not studied in 20 years. So this was a big deal for me. It was a big accomplishment for me. So I want you to remind yourself of that when you're doing something hard. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. Give yourself the time and love you deserve, and you'll get there. So I passed. I got all my certifications, and I have now been a personal trainer, nutrition coach, and motivational speaker for almost 15 years. And I have been blessed to train men and women of all ages. Not only did I train the senior population, but I also train young moms after they dropped off their kids at school. I trained athletes in high school on their off season. I trained people with disabilities, amputations. I would have my loyal 3 times per week clients. But then I also trained people who wanted me for short-term goals, like qualifying for marathons. I trained bridal parties before their big day, reunions, people in for post-op patients, helping them get back to life that they had before surgery. And so as my clients age and as I age, my workouts and focus changed too. And like I said, I trained all age groups, but my 50 plus crowd was motivated very differently than my 40 something group. I literally watched their lives change. It wasn't about fitting in your skinny jeans anymore. It was about quality and joy of life again. And I just loved being part of that. I'm now in the position of actually knowing what they were all talking about. It's like you wake up in someone else's body one morning. I just never thinking it can happen to you, right? We wake up with these stiff joints and we're achy and our energy drops. We walk into rooms and don't remember why the heck we just came in there in the first place. We can sneeze and pull our back for crying out loud. So, and don't even get me started on menopause. Wow. I was not properly warned about that stage of life, by the way. But truthfully, you guys, it's all just signs of aging. And unfortunately, we can't opt out of the plan, but we can fight for it. And when we start changing a few little things in our daily diet, add healthy habits to our life, especially being intentional with strength training and balance exercises, then you are setting your future self up with success. And we can enjoy our second half. We don't have to dread getting older. Once we make peace with aging, we can live in freedom and enjoy what's ahead. So, this is what our show is all about, Made to Thrive. We will interview professionals in the fitness, health, and wellness industry. We'll talk to everyday people who have life experience in their health and fitness journey. We'll be speaking to doctors, therapists, physical therapists, trainers, psychologists, hormone specialists. We will touch on hot topics like the food industry, diet trends. We have an episode on caring for the caregiver, the effects of stress on our body. We will get real with depression. We'll talk about menopause and menopause. Gentlemen, did you know that was a thing? Finding joy with living with chronic pain. We'll talk about brain health, fighting disorders and diseases like cancer, diabetes, dementia, osteoporosis. We'll be talking about those who struggle with addictions or maybe family members that struggle with addictions. How to thrive as an empty nester, the importance of serving others. And of course, we will talk about the fun topics like travel, exercise, fitness retreats, and more. The bottom line, folks, is we will make sure you walk away more informed, uplifted, and maybe not taking life so seriously. So I hope you will continue to join us. Hit like, subscribe, share, and maybe you have some insight or experience for all of us jumping into middle age, or what I like to call prime time. We would love to have you on as our guest. So I will include a link below. Please reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. And I'm just so excited to be part of this journey with you. It's a simple mind shift. It's our new normal, and we're going to have a blast doing it. So stay strong, friends, and keep up the good fight. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for listening to the Made to Thrive podcast, a Thrive 55 Plus production. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving a review, as it really helps support us.